Well, we're back at the Eastern Washington at the Prairie Falcon Eyrie. This is the one I've used for a couple of years, and there's two other sites, so I thought I'd zoom in and see if I could see any adults hanging around. Haven't found any activity yet. We're trying out our new Sony camcorder with the 70 extended zoom. I'll try to back up. See a little whitewash there. They've used this in the past. I've got movies on YouTube, just RHM Prairie Falcon, and you can see him running on this ledge from past years, but you can see it's a fairly good eyrie that's long and it's very well sheltered. The young can run back and forth and gives us a good chance for them to feed in there, and no predators can come in and get them. So I'll try to pull over a little bit more this way and we'll zoom in there. There we go. Quite powerful, actually. I don't see anything. I'll back off just a little bit. But that's their ledge. They like raising their youngsters in there, and they got plenty of shelter. Nothing ever bothers them. But I know of 2 years that they've nested in there, and 1 year on the other side, so we were just hoping we'd come over today and we'd see them, but it's not gonna, doesn't look like they're gonna show themselves. That's as close as I can get. I remember that rock there, I've seen it many times, so in the past I've almost mistaken that for a bird. But anyway, this is the ledge, and hopefully we'll be active again this year. And we're in Eastern Washington at our Prairie Falcon Eyrie. It's too early for youngsters yet, and I think they should start nesting here fairly soon, so we'll call that good and enjoy the video. Well, here we are at the Prairie Falcon Eyrie. It looks like they used this one last year. So we're going to check it out and see if we see any activity. We haven't seen any of the adults fly by or anything. We're a little bit early for any youngsters, but we're just checking the whitewash, and this looks pretty good. A lot of ravens nest here also, but they could have made this mess, but there's quite a bit of whitewash, so I'm assuming it's probably the prairie falcons from last year or the year before. Have one other spot. I'll try to locate that one. But this is our spot. We don't divulge where it is exactly, but it's in Eastern Washington, and we have them on YouTube, RHM Prairie Falcon. You might want to check it out from a couple of years ago. All right, well, over and out then. Enjoy the movie. Now here's our Prairie Falcon Eyrie. At 9:30 today, we saw her fly in there. I found them here in this area about 3 weeks ago. You can see her moving around in there. So the monitor on my camera is very small, but she's doing something. We have no idea how small the little guys are, so we're making a little movie of them. We're on the Canyon Road between Ellensburg, Washington and Yakima. And we've been watching this area here. We've seen the birds, like I say, about 3 weeks ago. And this morning at 9:30 she flew in. They were hollering, doing their feeding call noise, and then we came back and checked, and sure enough we've seen her in there, so now we're making a little movie of it. So I think she's either feeding the youngsters or just crawled back in there with them to kind of keep them warm or take care of them, because we have no idea at this point how old they are. So, but we do have confirmed this spot as the active Prairie Falcon Eyrie. And we're all excited about that. So we'll be coming back every week now till they fly away. We have another Prairie Falcon Eyrie up the road we got to check on, but we're all excited about it. But until they stand up and we can see them, we're going to come every week until they fly away. I think we'll call that good then. We got her moving around a little bit. That's shooting with my Sony camcorder with a 70 extended zoom, so that's about as much as I got. I'll be quiet a little bit now, see if we can pick up some bird noises. But I don't see her in there. She was wiggling earlier, so she may have settled down on top of them, so I can hear the river. We're right down by the river, but I turned it on at the beginning to move. She was wiggling around and settling down, so I think we'll call that good then. Over and out. Here's our prairie falcon in her nest, looking around for the male. She's been preening and stretching. She's been sitting on the nest for over an hour now. She stood up. She's looking around intently, I think, for the male. So we're looking to see if we can see any of the little white heads poked up. Looks like she's going to take off for a second. Oh yeah, look at her take off. Now we'll see if the babies come up. How about that? We got the female prairie falcon flying off the nest. So she may have went to receive food from the male and will bring it back here and feed it to the youngsters. I don't see any movement in there yet. I'll try to hang in there. Maybe we'll see her come back in there, or the male. She waited for over an hour for him, and I'm looking very intently in my monitor to see if there's any little white heads poking up, but I don't see anything, so maybe I'll have to turn that off and start filming when she comes back, because we don't know in this business how long she's going to be away. We got a bird singing to us though. He's got a good song. So we'll go ahead and turn that off. We'll wait for her to return. Over and out. There's our prairie falcon feeding her babies in the nest. I'll try to be quiet. She's actually feeding the little guys now. I'm shaking really heavy here. There's our prairie falcon. She came back with some food. We got a movie her flying out. We're shooting through our spotting scope. It's really hard to hold it still, but at least we see her feeding the babies. No way to count how many though. It's making a beautiful movie of it. It's tearing the meat up. And we had the first time we're able to shoot through our scope, so I'm all excited about it. We don't have it quite secure yet, but I'm holding it as still as I can. Just turning around. Definitely has little guys in there. Now she's giving us her backside, but I'll let it run. I think everything is locked up tight. That'd be a good idea to check that. Pretty sure it is. If it is, that'll be fine. Okay, if it's up, it's good. That's good. Yeah, she's turning again. Look at that, would you? Alright, that's good. That's good. Alright. She did come back to the nest with food and is feeding these little guys. How about that? That's fantastic. I'll just let it run. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to hold it as steady as I can, but this is a very powerful setup I got. We do know now she's got the youngsters and she's feeding away. It's in the afternoon. It took a while to get the food. Like I say, we have no idea how old they are. Yeah, she's feeding away. Draws it in pretty close. Looks like she's eating. I haven't seen any little white heads yet, but there'll be something going on in here. She's just feeding away. Alright, here's our prairie falcon on the nest looking around. Keeping an eye on her. She seems quite content, so I think we'll let her rest now. We've been here for a couple hours now. We got other birds to check up on, and she's just sitting on her babies now, so we'll let her do that, and we'll check on our other birds in the canyon and try to get some videos of those. We'll call that good then. Over and out, and bye-bye.